Well, it looks like things are stirring over on AMD's Reddit. People have actually gotten Ryzen 5 earlier than the release date. Let's discuss. Welcome back to GamerMeld. Apparently a ton of retailers have decided to forego the embargo by selling the Ryzen 5 chips weeks early. We're talking Brazil, Argentina, Peru, and seemingly more. No, I don't know why they sold it. I'm sure it was just a mistake, but while that's not really good news for them, it's great news for us, as it means individuals not under NDA are able to upload, well, whatever they wish. It's their processor. Unfortunately, I can't find any gaming benchmarks I think can be proven, as I've seen some, but they had a ton of things blacked out and compared it to some random CPUs. Obviously, these aren't news networks. They don't have a ton of CPUs to compare it to and things like that, but still, didn't really want to do that just yet. But with that said, a Reddit user by the name of Zero Shujin, I know I'm not saying that right, but anyway, he uploaded a few synthetic benchmarks. Starting off in CPU Z performance, the Ryzen 1600, which is the one that we're going to be talking about during this, is running at its base clock of 3.2 GHz. Comparing it to the 7700K, it shows performance about what we'd expect, slightly lower single-core performance with beastly multi-threaded performance. Keep in mind that this is just on its base clock, so that's impressive. Next up is Cinebench. The 1600 does incredibly well and even beats Intel's 6-core $600 CPU, and that's even with the base clock higher on Intel's chip. Obviously, this isn't enough information to form any kind of conclusions, but it's good stuff nonetheless. It's becoming more and more apparent that this is definitely going to come down to more cores and threads versus higher clocks. Of course, if they can overclock really well, we could really be looking at some incredible stuff. The next story I want to talk about is this rumored 16-core Ryzen behemoth. I haven't said much because I wanted to wait until things became, more substantiated, and it seems they have. As Tech PowerUp and PC Gamer, though they're getting it from Tech PowerUp, so I don't know, but either way, they're now going as far as to discuss core clocks. Keep in mind that it is still rumors, but with the continued discussion, I figured it was time to bring it up. Especially with the news we've just heard. Reportedly, there are actually engineering samples floating around that have the supposed 16-core behemoth running at 3.1 GHz base and 3.6 GHz boost. That's pretty nice, to say the least. Apparently, this will be a stepping stone right before getting to Naples, AMD's upcoming data center competitors. The CPU is actually rumored to also feature a new socket. I don't want to get too embedded in rumors, but as PC Gamer said, it's tough to think AMD would be making an all-new platform for just one CPU. So we might see a range of cores even beyond the 12-core we're talking about now. That's going to be great news for anyone who needs more cores, and at 3.6 GHz boost, that's tough to beat. Of course, it all comes down to price, but if Ryzen 7 is any example, we can almost certainly expect it to be incredible. So what do you think Ryzen 5 will shape up to be? Do you think AMD will successfully compete with Intel in all CPU markets? Let me know in the comments below. I know this was a pretty short video, but I definitely have some awesome stuff coming, so stay tuned. That does it for today's video. I hope you liked it. If you did, go ahead and click that round icon in the middle to subscribe. You can also check out my last video to the left or a suggested video to the right. And as always, have a great day.